everybody, and welcome to our chair yoga for today, Friday, March 12th. I am doing Zoom and Facebook. Hopefully the Facebook stays on. If it doesn't, no big deal. If the Facebook cuts out, I am recording this, so I will be posting it once I have finished the class as well. For those that are watching live, if it cuts out again, if that's okay, we can just watch a recording later. So making our way to our chair. Today's practice is all about being kind to your body, meeting it exactly where it is in this moment, right? So maybe the chair is where we want to be today. I love chair yoga. There's a lot of things that you can do on your chair that I can't do standing. So the chair is really great. It also allows anyone having knee issues or maybe recovering from knee surgery or hip surgery, all those kinds of things, pre or post surgery, to get you ready and back on your mat. So let's get started. Our affirmation today is, my challenges help me grow. And if you're journaling after your practices, the questions today are, how do I react to new challenges? And how can I develop more of a growth mindset? If you want me to send this card to you or let you know what those prompts were, let me know. I'm here for you, friends. Okay, let's get started. We will start with a seated warm-up on our chair. If you're feeling steady, you'll be on more of the edge of your chair so that you have to use a little bit more balance and make sure that you're grounding through those feet. If you feel like, no, I'm not liking that today, Denise, slide it back a little bit, get a little more support underneath your legs. Let's get started. Breathing in or reaching our hands up. Exhale, we'll just bring our hands to heart. Seated, flowing mountain. If you're a regular of mine and you know our warm-up, you know that you can do this standing and make any modifications that you want. Inhale, reaching. I'm just a little bit too close to that wall today, so I'm gonna move it over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's warm those shoulders. Find our breath. If it feels okay, touching our thumbs together at the top, and now bringing our hands to our sides. Inhale, pressing into feet, anchoring down into the earth. As we inhale, we come up. As we exhale, hands go down. Letting go of all judgment today. Just notice if those feelings of judgment towards your body come up, and let them go. Last, flowing seated mountain here. And we'll bring our right hand to our chair. Inhale, reach our left arm up. Little flexion down the side. Pressing into our feet still. If you want to look down, you can. If your neck feels okay, other side. So we're either holding our chair or just having our hand go down to the side. Lateral flexion. And on our next one, we'll hold both of our arms up, grabbing a hold of our left wrist or right, and tipping over to one side, still anchoring into our sit bones. Breathing freely. And we'll release. Next one, let's reach it up. We'll have in-person chair classes next month at our new location. Super excited for that, guys. I hope to see you there. Still working on my calendar, though, to help try to make everybody happy. Let's bring our hands down. Hands come back behind us. We'll open up our chest into chest expansion. Open it up. Now your hands could be clasped behind you if that feels better, or you're just holding onto your chair. And we'll flow that. We inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold on our chair or full forward fold. Hands come back behind us and we rise back up, chest expansion. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, chest expansion. So make those adjustments with your chair. My chair's being a little bit unfriendly to me today. Hands go down. Last, flowing through our chest expansion, and we'll do our seated cat and cow. So get comfortable. Our hands will cup our knees as we round out our backs and separate our shoulders. You could always be doing this on all fours. Inhale, open up into cow. The elbows come right in towards the rib cage. Shine the chest. If your neck feels okay, look up. And let's add the breath. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Flow through, rounding out through your spine. That angle's okay for you guys. Like that and like this. Warm it up. So important. Last cat, last cow. We'll come back to space between our feet and do spinal balance seated. If you're a regular of mine, you might be doing this on all fours. This is good to strengthen up your quadricep. Let's flex our right foot and reach our left arm forward or up. Exhale, place it back down on the mat. Inhale, stretch out that hamstring, engage your quadricep, reach the opposite arm up. Exhale, bring it down. And let's add the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Flexing our foot, putting it back down. If it doesn't feel good, point your foot. I like to flex my quadricep. Keep it going. Don't stop now. Maybe you're on all fours. A few more. So good. All right, bring it back. We'll find some space between our feet, or we'll step out onto our mats for our moonflowers. Inhale, reaching up, pressing in to our feet. Exhale, bringing our elbows down towards our rib cage. Inhale, reaching, exhaling down. So if you're standing, you would be bending your knees as well. You can play around with that if you are feeling okay about stepping off your chair. See how that feels, float up, or stay here with me. Inhaling up, exhaling. So mostly just the arms are moving. And we'll hold it down in our goddess pose. Lifting our left heel, placing it down. Lifting our right heel, placing it down. Keep going. If you're feeling like, hey, I want a little bit more, we'll lift both. Breathe. Notice that core. It's not sucked in, it's strong and braced. Embrace the power of your core muscles. A few more. And we'll turn it into a sunflower. So now our feet are firmly planted. We'll bring our hands to our knees. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, press into our knees, lift up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come up. Yeah, so great, guys. So if you're standing, you would be bending and hinging, just like that. If you're staying with me today on the chair, we're still hinging, diving forward, pressing and lifting up. Keep breathing, keep flowing. Hey, this is a great practice to do at your desk, in your office. A few more. Wonderful. Let's bring those knees back in, lifting our right knee. Just stretch out that back a little bit. You could be doing this standing. Other side, lift the other side. You can point that foot down. Wonderful. Standing abs or seated abs. We'll bring our fingertips to our temples and either lift just the heel or the entire foot and twist to one side. Exhaling as we twist, inhaling as we place it back down. Continue to flow. Keep on going. I see that I do have a couple of my regulars online, so you guys know how to make it work. Oh darn, Karen, you lost your Zoom link. I'm glad I have options too. I'm sorry about that. Okay, keep flowing through your stuff here. Couple more. Last standing abs. Let's stretch out our abs, bringing our hands back behind us, chest expansion. And if it feels okay, we fold. Let the head hang and dangle. Remember our affirmations. My challenges help me grow. We'll release those hands to our knees, rise up. Time for sun salutations. So chair sun salutations, a variation that I like to do. Or if you're regular, you start to flow through your sun salutations now on your own. All right, let's find a big breath up. Inhale. Exhale, dive it forward to our forward fold. Inhale, we'll lift our right knee up and towards our chest. Exhale, round our back out a little bit. Place the foot down. Bring our hands forward, feet forward. Seated downward facing dog, pressing that imaginary wall away. Excellent. Now we'll bring our hands into our rib cage. Hands come back, open up into like the cobra position. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Press away, make sure that chair is anchored. Bring it back down, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, find a seated or standing mountain, and we'll do it again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive forward. This time as we rise up on an inhale, we're lifting up our left knee, or you're stepping back into a lunge. Let's cat back. Place the foot down. Both feet go out. We press forward, seated downward facing dog. The core catches us. Our chest is open. Feet will come in. Hands will come back behind us. Cobra or chest expansion. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet go to the floor. Hands go down. And then we well, that's 2 inhales. That's okay. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Let's do it again. Inhale, rise up. We meet in our chair pose, and then we'll start another sun salutation. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, diving. Inhale, draw a knee into chest or step back into lunge. Exhale, round that back. Place the foot down. We'll sit into our downward dog. Exhaling. Inhale, cobra pose. Maybe you put your feet back down, or our chest expansion. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rise up. Exhaling, chair. Nice strong core. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, dive it forward. Stepping back into your lunge or lifting your right knee up. Little cat back. Place the foot down on an inhale, and we'll exhale into our downward facing dog. Inhale to cobra. Seated cobra. You could have your elbows in like this too if you wanted to. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to our chair pose. Sun salutations, check from our chair. Wonderful job. Let's move into some strength poses, warriors 1 and 2, side angle on our chair. So warrior 1 on your chair is more like a lunge on your chair, just to be safe for your knee. Let's keep our right foot forward. I personally like to have just the edge of my chair underneath my sit bone, but you can have that whole chair if you want to. So we bring it back, our front knee comes out, let's say it's your left knee, and your right leg goes back into a high lunge. Now you could put that heel down, but just be nice to that knee if you're dealing with any knee issues to keep it safe. Keep that knee pointed towards the floor. Strong core. Inhale, reach up, and we're in our warrior 1, either seated on our chair or standing. If you're taking care of your shoulders, Just gently place your hands at your heart. Relax the shoulders down and breathe. We can press into our feet whether we're standing or seated. Beautiful. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's open up into our cactus arms to stretch out our chest. Amazing job. Let's take our right elbow on top of our left elbow. Find our eagle arms in our warrior one or a hug if eagle arms does not feel great for you today. You can feel this in our legs, especially if you're standing. You're going to be feeling this even more than me. Open up. And warrior two. So now that heel goes down, but we shift our chest around so that we're open now to the insides of our legs. Find your core strength, relax your shoulders, and reach your fingertips in opposite directions. Still pressing in to both of your feet. Breathe. If you want to, and the neck feels good, we're gazing down your left hand if your left knee is the one that's bending. Check in with the core. Holding our poses just a little longer here. We don't want to move too fast for our chair yoga. So more of a longer held pose. From here, bringing our front elbow or your left elbow down onto your knee, reaching your right arm either up or long for extended angle. So check in. If you're taking care of that shoulder, we always have this option to tuck that arm back behind you. So we're either on our chair or up in our side angle. Breathe. So amazing. Feel and appreciate all that strength you're building. Let's rise it up. We'll take our knees forward and forward fold. If you've got a block, maybe that block is in front of you. If you're standing, you'd be doing standing straddle splits. So your backside would be off the chair and you're coming down, or you're here. Before we do the other side, we'll flow through a little vinyasa first too. Your challenges help you grow. We'll lift it up. Let's bring our feet together. So if you are a regular of mine, please flow through a sun salutation right now. Or we'll do a seated sun salutation. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, lift that right knee. Exhale, chair, downward facing dog. Bring our feet back. We'll lift the other knee. And then forward fold. Sweep it all the way up. Exhale into our seated or full chair pose. Inhale, sweep it back up, press into both of our feet. Exhale into our mountain. And time for that sequence on the other side. Warrior 1, 2, and side angle. So now our right knee is going forward. Our left knee is back and we've got our heel up. If you're standing, you could be in your regular warrior 1 like so, but make sure to take care of that knee. Make adjustments that you need to with your chair. Breathe. So this quadriceps nice and strong. And cactus arms, warrior 1. Settle into the support of your chair. Make sure it's anchored down into our mat. Breathe. Let go of all competition. Expectation on your practice. Hold and breathe. Super excited for you guys to see the new calendar. I gave some of you a sneak peek though. Let's bring that heel down, open up into warrior 2. Breathe, press into our feet. So we've got strength in our legs. We're relaxing our shoulders. And if it feels okay for our neck, looking down that front hand. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let go of your morning and take this time to really focus within. It's okay to focus on yourself. Few more breaths here, feeling the strength of reaching in opposite directions, and then moving into our side angle. We'll bring our right elbow down onto our right leg, reach that left arm either up or we'll reach it nice and long. Breathe. Our challenge is helping us grow. I hope everyone's having a nice day. Appreciate the company. It's a bit windy out there today. I'm surprised the Facebook hasn't gone off. Knock on wood. All right, bring it up. And we'll do our standing straddle splits or your seated straddle splits. Coming forward, maybe stopping on this block. Or if you want to, you'll come right up and hinge forward. Straddle splits. You could even face your chair for that instead of using a block, or a combination of my aid and my block. All right, bend our knees, come back to our goddess pose. So if you're standing, you want those toes to be out on a bit of an angle, slide the hips back, eagle arms in our goddess pose, stretching out our shoulder, our back, core is strong, breath is big and full. Make sure to adjust if you start to feel uncomfortable. If you've lost your breath, let's open up. Put the other elbow on top, stretch it out. Breathe. Got a couple more poses with our eagle arms today. We'll do seated and standing, maybe standing eagle if you want to. All right, let's bring our fingertips to our temples and bring our right elbow towards our right knee. So if it feels okay, you can open up your wings here. You can even have that hand down to the floor if that's part of your practice. Feel the reach between the fingertips. Bring it down either elbow or full reach. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Feel that strength, guys, in your own body. Press into both of your feet. And we'll bring it up. Bring our feet back together. Standing or seated eagle pose today. I would say maybe you want to have a block down underneath your feet. We'll put our right foot on it. Make those adjustments. And cross our left knee over top of our right. Squeeze our inner thighs together. So if you're standing, you're doing the same thing, trying to work this top of your foot back behind your calf, nice and strong. And we'll bring our left elbow up, place our right elbow on top, and we've got our seated eagle. Now, if you want to, if you're seated, not if you're standing, do a little bend back. Only if that feels okay, or even lean back on your chair and do your seated eagle like so. If you're standing, you want to make sure you're bending that supporting leg. Couple more breaths. We'll unwind it and do the other side. So 5 or 10 breaths on the other side. Settle in. We'll cross the other leg over, over. So you're here or you're standing. Make sure those inner thighs are working hard. Right elbow, top of that left one. Or opposite, whichever one you didn't do last time. Can stay in your nice strong eagle here. Or lean back, only if you're seated. You don't want to lean back if you're standing. Keep your chin tucked in toward your chest. Save that neck. Amazing job. Let's open it up. Chest expansion. Open up across our hearts. Let's keep our spine nice and straight and strong. If it feels good for you today, we'll do forward fold, chest expansion. Space between your feet if you're seated. If not, just fold forward and bring it forward. Breathing, feeling, making sure to listen to that body. Great job. Let's bring our hands back up. We'll bring the feet back together. Wonderful job. So we're almost there. We've done some standing balance. We've done some strength. We won't be going down onto the mat because this is a chair practice. We're staying up on our chair. All right. So what else can we do in our chair? So many things. Let's do a little hip opener. You could stand or be seated. So the hip's going to go out. If you want to stand, we did this yesterday in our Fab 50 Plus, one of them anyway. Could use our chair for our hip opener. So we're here or we're standing. If you want to do your big toe hold like we did yesterday in our practice, we grab our big toe and reach it out. You could use something for balance. So you're there, here, or even foot down, open, or hip open like so. So wherever you are, all we're focusing on is opening up this hip, abducting it away from the body. And then we'll do the others. We'll bring the knee either across. If you're standing, you bring it across. If not, you want to point this toe on the bottom back towards the mat. So you're facing your chair, your mat, and then walk the foot over so that it comes to the other side. A little bit of a better angle. So we were open, and then we brought it across. That's a little bit of an awkward way to get into it, but you get what I'm saying. If you're standing, you could be playing around with straightening and bending this leg, or even holding it with the opposite hand. We'll bring our chin around and our chest around, and then do the other side. So either our nice big hip opener on off our chair or on a block. I'm all over the place today. You guys are used to that. Wonderful. So maybe you're doing your big toe hold. You could be there. And let's try bringing it across. So if you're standing, you grab it with the opposite hand, either your toes or your knee. If you're facing your chair, make sure to turn this knee towards the chair. So you face the center and then walk the foot over to the opposite side to find the twist. If you would like to add balance on and maybe challenge yourself, we look down that extended hand. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring it back. We'll go into a downward facing dog on our chair or on the wall or on the floor. So downward facing dog, make sure you've anchored into your chair. You step one foot back, see how that feels for the calves. Step the other foot back and move into your downward facing dog. Now, if that does not feel comfortable for you, so if you're good, just hold your downward dog right now. And while I show the options, another option is our wall. Chest is open, hamstrings are stretching. Or you're still holding. We're reaching forward. Breathe. So you're there, or you're the opposite of this on the floor. If you are in your regular downward dog on the floor, please flow through a half series. So that's inhaling into plank, exhale halfway or all the way down, up dog or cobra, and then step it back to downward facing dog or push it back to downward dog, and you'll meet us here. And then stepping to forward fold. So take your time, fold it forward, stretch out our back. We'll rest our belly right on our back, on our thighs. And let our head hang. So if you're off your chair, same thing. You're just not using your chair, but you're letting your head hang here. If you're working on your forward fold, hold on to the backs of your legs and try to keep your belly tucked onto your legs, and then move into your forward fold if you're working towards your forward fold. Otherwise, you're here with me, maybe hands on a block. Our challenges help us grow. Think about how you react to challenges. Let's inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, bring our hands to our heart. And we'll round out with some cats and some cows. And then we'll stretch our neck and our wrists. Keep it flowing. Keep it going. Last one. To our neutral spine, and we'll strengthen up our quadricep. So you could be standing, of course, straightening out our right leg and just activating this quadricep in our calf. Everything's coming in to support this knee. Breathe. If you're taking care of it, you've maybe got a block, and working your way up to this position. Breathe. Pressing into our opposite foot, or we're standing and working towards it. If you want to challenge, if you're one of the folks that are standing today, you start in forward fold. Maybe I can do this, maybe not. Stand in forward fold, grab your big toe with your right hand, right foot. Hold on to it. Try to keep the leg as straight as possible and bring it up in front of you. My phone was ringing. So where was I? I'm going here. If you wanted a little bit more of a challenge today, we rise up from forward fold to our leg right out straight in front of us, and then we would put it straight back down. So that's your option. Let's switch legs, bring that other leg forward. So you're here, strengthening up your knee, your quad, or if you want a little more, you go back to fold to grab your toe. Try to keep that leg as straight as you can as you bring it forward and up, right in front of you. You can hold for a few breaths and place it down. Or we're still right here with me. So I like to show those options, especially when I know who's watching, then I know you guys, I think, well enough that I can give you modifications for each person individually, and you choose what works for you. All right, let's take that left leg back for a quadricep stretch. So if you're standing, quadricep stretch or dancer, that's your option. If you're seated with me, grab that knee and we'll stretch our quadricep. So you want to be on the edge of your chair a little bit so that you can bring your knee back down, stretch your quad. Hold on maybe to your chair with your other hand if you're feeling unsteady, or again, you're standing or doing dancer's pose for a quad stretch. Breathe. Feel the body. Be present in your beautiful body today. Let's do the other side. So you scoot it over, grab that ankle, see how it feels for our quadricep stretch on this side. Or if you're standing, do our quad stretch. Oh, I hurt my foot at kickboxing. Here, or dancer's pose. But try to keep that knee, we don't want it to go out, so keep it in line with your hip. Maybe the tip and a gentle back bend. You're on that amazing chair. foot hurt. There we go. All right, so if you're in dancers, you'll let that foot go. Let's take a back bend, either standing or seated, bend it back. Oh, you don't have to have your arms extended if it doesn't feel nice. And then forward fold. We'll come halfway up into our monkey pose. Nice strong back. Draw your belly button in towards the spine. Exhale, fold again. Maybe let the head hang and dangle. Here's our last one coming up. Exhale, mountain pose. And we'll stretch our neck. Taking our right hand. Let's go actually left your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then you'll add a little neck stretch here. You don't have to put pressure on your head. You could even just use gravity, the weight of your head or your hand, just the weight of it will press our other hand away. Ready for our day, get this neck ready. Bring it forward, other side. So just using gravity or the weight of your hand will push our opposite hand away. Few breaths. Wonderful. Let's lift our head up, bring our hands to our shoulders, give it a little massage and start to do the elbow touch, chest open. And we'll hold when you're ready. So we're nice and warm, so we'll hold it forward, maybe tuck your chin if you want to. And then the opposite of that, bringing the elbows back. Clasp our fingertips together back behind us, maybe a little neck massage with our neck. Elbows will come forward. We'll keep a strong core and allow the chin to go towards the chest. Maybe just gravity or the weight of our hands on our head. So let's release those hands, lift our head up, relax our shoulder blades down. Time for our Shavasana in your chair. So Shavasana in your chair or seated, you might want to put a bolster or a block underneath your feet so you can elevate your knees a little bit. And you can lean back if you want to or stay up. Find the breath in the body. I wanted to add a twist on. I'm sorry, I forgot to twist you guys up. I promise to start the next class with twists. Relax those shoulders. Let's place our palms up today. Allow our hands to just rest easy on our thighs. We start to allow the jaw to melt down, the eyeballs to rest in the sockets. With each breath in, feel your rib cage opening up like an umbrella. With each breath out, slowly closing that umbrella, feeling the air coming up and out again. Give it back to the earth. Inhale, take it in. Exhale, giving back. All on your own for 10 beautiful breaths or longer if you can for our Shavasana today. Welcoming new challenges, meeting them with grace. I hope that you can stay in your Shavasana with your breath for a few more moments. And with that, I will leave you and your chair and your practice. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.